Go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Now Washington starting 5. Jordan Poole out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's George. Then there's Sarr. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here's Poole. Middleton outside. Kicks it to George. 4 on the clock. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that 3-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys.
And Allie, thanks. And Washington with possession. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Outside Coulibaly. No good there, off the double clutch.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Poole outside. George a screen on Maxey. Poole for 3. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Oubre a screen on Poole. For 3, Maxey. He buries it from 3. Maxey's got 5.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Back to Poole. George against Embiid. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Inside, pass to Coulibaly. They set a pick. This one for 3. Paul George pulls it in. 76ers trail by 3. Embiid a screen on Poole. For 3, Maxey. Rejected by George. From deep, Sarr. He can't hit that time. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from deep. George passes to Maxey. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Again, Maxey missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Middleton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here we go. 3-pointer. George's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Washington. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 6. The Sixers with another miss. for Washington. They've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Drains the triple. Koulibaly's gone 1 for 2 from deep. George against Oubre. Outside Maxey. It's stolen by Poole. George outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's the Washington Wizards ending the quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And so in the game for Washington, we've got George, also Rashawn Holmes out there, Marcus Smart out there with Kispert, and it's Carrington in at the 2. George passes to Holmes, back to George. Smart looking around. Clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. 76ers trail by 10. Here's McCain. That three's off the mark. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The 76ers shooting just 21% from the floor. Pass to Edwards. Over Kispert. Edwards, no good. Washington leading by 10. Kispert outside. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Grimes comes in for Butler. And a change for the Wizards. Champagnie, he's checked in for Holmes.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Smart outside. Pass to Champagnie. Lets the 3 fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Champagnie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Screen by Embiid. McCain's shot is off. The Wizards have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Champagnie. There's the 3. On target from range. Champagnie's got 6 here in the quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Yabusele. Pass to Grimes. To the left side wing. Yabusele sinks it from just inside the baseline. 5 points in the game. Wizards leading by 11. Here's the pick. George outside. Here's Champagnie. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Out left to the wing.
2 minutes.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Yabusele. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Champagnie.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Sars checked in for Washington. Chris Middleton comes in for George. 1:43 left in the second quarter. Pass to Kispert. Smart outside. Fires the 3. And again, Washington, no good. 76ers trail by 11. Oubre passes to George. Here's Yabusele. 1:16 left in the second. And here's Oubre from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Oubre's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Middleton. The three is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. And the Wizards lead by 11.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a three on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Left side, Oubre. Kicks it to George. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Carrington. Yet to see a basket. Takes the three. The rebound by Yabusele. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. George for 3. Rebound Washington. Sarr's got 5 rebounds in the game. Kispert outside from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Maxey surveys. Yabusele. And a nice finish on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Middleton from the outside. Pure from three-point range. And so it's Washington now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've done. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Poole with the ball for Washington. They've got Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. 76ers trail by 12. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebound by Middleton. And for the Wizards, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. After his rookie year, Clark, Chris Middleton got traded to Milwaukee.
Well, there were no ripples when this trade happened, PA. No earth-shaking or anything like that, but it was major for the Bucks and Chris Middleton. He's been a multi-time All-Star, and he also was huge in that championship run in 21 for the Bucks.
Well, the 76ers shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Maxey with it, guarded now by George. Pass to Grimes. The kick out to Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Maxey's got 8.
You got to get out on that if you're the defender. Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
The 3, George. And the three-pointer goes. And the Wizards lead by 12.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to George. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
PG-13 using that length inside.
Sarr passes to Middleton. Launches it from deep. And Grimes pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Grimes. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
The 3, George. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Koulibaly off target with the 3.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
For 3, Maxey. It's rebounded by Washington. It's George on the wing. Back to Poole. George passes to Poole. George, a screen on Maxey. Counted from distance. Poole's got his third bucket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Knocks down the long J.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Kicks it to George. Embiid against Poole. Launches the three. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Poole's got 12 points in the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Maxey passes to George. Embiid with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Here's Grimes. For three, Maxey. Another three for Philadelphia.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
From deep, Sarr. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the night. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Poole, the pass to Champagny. Back to Poole. Lets it go from deep. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
They set the screen. For three, Maxey. Unable to get that one. Smart with the defensive effort. Bay from long range. And again, Washington with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Yabusele. Philadelphia with another miss. Smart outside from downtown. And he can't get that one. What a performance for Jordan Poole. He's been the story for Washington. What a game from deep. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Saddiq Bey, and it's Smart in at the point guard position. And it's Edwards with the ball for the 76ers. It's an 18-point game. Knocked away. Now Smart. On the wing, Bey. Three-pointer. The rebound by Yabusele. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Edwards, that's good. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. To the wing, right side. Back to Smart. Pass to Champagny. Here's Carrington. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. Edwards looking it over. Now here's Bey. Here's Gill. Knocks it down from distance. And the Wizards lead by 19. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And a fast break now for the Wizards. Smart for three. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Yabusele. And And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive pass in the middle.
Pass to Carrington. Bay against Embiid. Here's Carrington. Bay from long range hits the three-pointer.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Edwards, a pass to Embiid. Back to Edwards. And so the ball out of bounds. Bay touched it last. A new lineup here for Washington.
Substitution on the court.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Poole from long range. They get it again. Outside Koulibaly. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession.
Out of bounds. Washington ball.
6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Maxey passes to George. Over Middleton. Out to Oubre. Outside Maxey. Left side Oubre. Back to Maxey. George outside. Over Middleton. George, no good. Wizards leading by 20.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Wizards.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jordan Poole.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
The Wizards shooting 27% here in the fourth. George outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Sixers. George peels it out a bit. Here's the three. Philadelphia with another miss.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Sarr misses. 20 seconds left in the final quarter. George finds Oubre. Fires in the triple.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Here's Koulibaly. Washington again can't hit. Outside Maxey. From deep. Misses there. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one to walk into enemy territory. And
Often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And keeping that head on a swivel, Maxey anticipated his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dive.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Carter. And he drops it in from the low post.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Embiid wide open. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And it's Banchero missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. Up top, Maxey. Here's Grimes. The three-pointer, no good. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Caldwell Pope for 3. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
Here's Banchero. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Embiid kicks to Oubre. Back to Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. George against Wagner. Back to Suggs. Banchero, a screen for Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switcher also for Orlando. Itaje's checked in. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
76ers moving the ball around. Outside, George from the arc. The rebound by Bataze. Orlando leading by 4. Down low, here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Just an excellent all-around talent. Carter Jr. runs the floor with purpose.
Maxey on the wing. George with the screen on Pope. Maxey, no good. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Isaac's checked in for Carter. Banchero comes in for Franz Wagner. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Suggs.
And go back to the steal by Embiid. That ignited the break. And Joel's length is such a factor defensively.
And the turnover again by Orlando.
Sixers ball.
36 seconds left in the first.
Orlando foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
That's his first.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Black dishes to Banchero to stop the run. The rebound by Yabusele. And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Embiid. Off target at the rim.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And that... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Embiid. Butler out there with Edwards. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. Pass to Banchero. Back to Black. There's the triple. There's Bitadze. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Bitadze's got his first bucket in this one. Over to the wing. Isaac with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Anthony's shot is off. And here are the 76ers now. Pass to McCain. Here's Yabusele. Top of the key, Butler. And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Isaac. 4 on the clock. No good from Yabusele. The Magic have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Isaac throws it down.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Out to Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Embiid punches it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
And finished off by Banchero.
Assist from
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac right side. It's hauled in by Edwards. The 76ers trail. Pass to Yabusele. Here's McCain. Here's Yabusele. He has yet to score. McCain's shot is off. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Isaac, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill. With James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I I think he's exceeded it.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Cole Anthony. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Black. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992. Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Kicks it out to Maxey. Oubre for 3. The 76ers with another miss. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and the shot is good. Caldwell-Pope's got 8 points.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell-Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Maxey passes to George. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Banchero. No good that time. 76ers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Oubre. George against Banchero. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
So for the Magic, Carter comes in for Isaac, and Mo Wagner is subbed in for Banchero. Maxey kicks to Oubre. The 76ers with another miss. Orlando leading by 4. Wagner outside. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Carter. With some arc. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Carter.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Hits it from 3-point range. 6 points for him. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Contavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell-Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Pass to Grimes. And George kicks to Maxey. Oubre, no one around him. Another 3 for Philadelphia. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And now Philadelphia on the break. George, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Here's Banchero, and he uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Suggs kicks to Carter. Pass to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. Connects from three-point range. Suggs has got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Maxey, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And Maxey wasting no time, clapping right back with his own triple.
Here's Caldwell Pope. That shot, no good. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Oubre, a screen on Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Banchero. To the left side wing. Suggs passes to Banchero. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Maxey. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. The shot by George, no good. Orlando leading by 3. Caldwell Pope pass to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
So, Stan, we watched Contavious Caldwell Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams. And he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Nice job from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Wagner comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Up top, Wagner. To the middle. Here's Bitadze. And that's it. Nice feed on the play.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The 76ers trail by 4. Maxey with it. Now Anthony defending. Pass to Bona. And here's Maxey. Here's Grimes. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wagner kicks to Black. Launches it. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Magic have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And so here is Philadelphia. They trail by 6. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Yabusele. Here's McCain. It's good from about 19 feet. McCain's got 8.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Black the pass to Wagner. Back to Black.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be a 2-minute review to the play.
So fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Magic lead by 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Yabusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Itadze, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 8-point game. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Banchero.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And there's the call on Jared Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edwards. And Orlando making a change here. Here's Wagner. Embiid with the steal. Pass to Butler. It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Black. The Magic again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 8. Grimes passes to Butler. No good from the wing.
That was a good look for the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Suggs against Butler. Embiid the pass to Grimes. 76ers moving the ball around. McCain's shot is off. Magic leading by 11. For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Yabusele's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to McCain. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen. The best three-point shooter, or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA, and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Here's Suggs. Drains it from beyond the arc. Suggs has got 11 points here in just the second half. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Wagner kicks to Black. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Pass to Yabusele. To halt the run, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Magic.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Paolo Banchero.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
A nice shot by Black.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Pass to Yabusele. Butler with the ball. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Banchero grabs the board. Here's Black. Wagner kicks to Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this.
On the court.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. And that'll be his third foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner.
young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Wagner in at the small forward position. Poole shot is off. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. The three from Suggs. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's George. Takes a three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Now here's Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Suggs. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Jordan Poole.
And despite his young age, we know Jalen Suggs has proven to be a tremendous leader. His teammates love playing with this guy.
Good on the second one. And he nails the third. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
Now here's Suggs. 5 points in the game. Wagner finds Caldwell-Pope. On the wing, Caldwell-Pope launches it. And another miss by Orlando. Washington has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Here's Middleton. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Banchero the screen. There's the triple. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards leading by 4. Poole with the ball. Now Carter defending. Middleton with a screen on Suggs. From behind the arc. Another miss by Middleton.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
George with a steal. Pass to Sarr.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Now here's Poole. The three. Middleton against Wagner. Kicks it out to Middleton. Shot clock at 5. George for 3. Caldwell-Pope pulls it in. Magic trail by 4. Back to Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. Orlando again missing. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Middleton looking around. Outside Coulibaly. The 3 ball. Rebounded by Suggs.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The kick out to Banchero. Banchero with a screen on Poole. Orlando again missing. Washington leading by 4. For 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
The 3 from Suggs. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Suggs has got 8.
Well, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
George outside. Back to Koulibaly. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
3-point field goal.
20 seconds left now in the first quarter. George, left side, puts up a 3. The rebound by Carter. Suggs against George. Banchero outside. Carter, the pass to Banchero. Gets it off. No good. Would have counted had it gone. A big-time effort for Chris Middleton, providing a... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
They've got Kispert. George out there with Rashawn Holmes. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Carrington in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Anthony outside. Fires for 3. That shot, no good. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Wizards. 6-point game. Pass to George. Smart outside. Here's Carrington. Nails it from 3.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Here's Black. Orlando again missing. Washington leading by 9. And here's Holmes. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It's hauled in by Isaac. The Magic have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Pass to Batadze. Here's Black. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Batadze, the pass to Black. Here's Isaac. And finally, they hit one.
Well, with that length, you want to see Jonathan Isaac attack the offensive glass. Put that 7'1" wingspan to work.
Smart for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Buries it from 3. Indoors, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. The NBA is in good hands.
Now here's Smart. He's scoreless. George for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Wizards lead by 7.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Batadze, the pass to Banchero. Isaac outside. Pass to Black. Banchero outside. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Isaac. Back to Anthony. 1:16 left in the first half. The dive for the ball. Orlando gets it back. Out to the right wing. Banchero outside. The three is up. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 4 rebounds now. George passes to Smart. Now here's George. He's closely guarded. Pass to Carrington. Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range. Carrington's got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's George. He's got 6. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Magic making a change here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Black.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Let's go with a 3. Stolen by Middleton. Poole for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Wizards up 10. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. Poole from long range. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds in the game. Banchero outside. Back to Caldwell Pope from the arc. Rebound by Middleton.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Wagner outside. And there's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That shows you the combination of size, strength from Franz Wagner. Like, seriously, well done right there.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Here's Poole. 4-3. Deep range from Poole.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
The 3 from Suggs. Drops in the 3. Suggs has got 14 points for the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's George. He's got 9. From outside, off the mark. Suggs outside. No good on the 3. Wizards leading by 11. Poole against Wagner. This one for 3. George's shot is off.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
The three from Suggs. Rebound by Middleton. The Wizards have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Back to Coulibaly. The three. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. For 3, Caldwell Pope sinks the tray. Caldwell Pope's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, what a great find by Carter Jr. Not a ball-stopping big man. You gotta love it.
Back to Poole. Jacks up a 3. Washington again can't hit.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
The 3 from Suggs. Rebound by the Wizards. Coulibaly's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Middleton on the wing, defended by Wagner. Pass to Sarr. Takes the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Sarr's got 6 here in the quarter.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Now here's Coulibaly. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. The pull-up J. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Middleton finds George. They get it back. Back to Middleton. From deep. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic trail by 11. Suggs outside. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter here.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Poole right side. Let's go with a 3. Orlando with the rebound.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Washington. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
First personal.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gill's checked in for Washington. We've got Marcus Smart, and it's Bay in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Champagny. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Magic trail by 11. Now here's Anthony. 3-pointer. And Bay pulls it down. Here's Champagny. He's guarded by Anthony. Fires the 3. Champagny, that's good. Champagny's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The 3 from Banchero. Rebound by the Wizards.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Smart passes to Gill. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Magic have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Anthony outside. Banchero the screen. Anthony misses.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Gill. Here's Carrington. Drills it from deep. Carrington's got 6 in the quarter.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Smart passes to Champagny. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. Magic trail by 14. Pass to De Silva. On the wing, Anthony puts up a three. Offensive board. Here's Black. There's the triple. Rebounded by Champagny. Now here's Smart. Tightly guarded. Bay outside. There's the three. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Black. Off target from 3-point range. Wizards leading by 14. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the
For Orlando, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Fires for 3. Orlando again missing. The Wizards have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Anthony. Champagny, the pass to Smart. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Smart's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Wizards.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Chris Middleton.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Well, Orlando shooting only 26% for this game. Not good. Anthony misses. And the Wizards with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Bay from long range. Pure from 3-point range. And the Wizards lead by 21.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Here's Batase. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this.
a blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard.
And that's tough to guard against. Maxey is just so quick off the ground with that pull-up.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Back to Poole. A fadeaway. And Embiid pulls it down. Pass to Grimes. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid dishes to Oubre. Off target from outside. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Koulibaly finds Middleton. Fires the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. Took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild with.
And here is Poole, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Oubre kicks to Maxey. To the left side wing. Here's Grimes, guarded by Poole. From downtown, Maxey, no good. The Wizards have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hands it from downtown.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Oubre. Here's Grimes. Pocket 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it's Kelly Oubre with the 3.
So big for this offense and crucial that Oubre can continue to knock it down from there.
And here's Poole for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Washington's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. And we've got future Hall of Famer Elena Delle Donne watching this one.
And winning an MVP and title with the Mystics here in D.C. They love her in the district.
Kispert's checked in for Jordan. The 76ers also with a sub. Yabusele's checked in. Now, here's Maxey. 6 points for him. Nobody near George. No good from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Poole finds Middleton. Back to Poole. Takes the 3. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. I tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole. But really, you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
Now, here's Oubre. Here's Maxey. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Koulibaly. And here's Kispert from the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Yabusele. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Koulibaly. Still yet to score. For the three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Embiid, Yabusele out there with Edwards. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. No good from Yabusele. The Wizards with the lead. Pass to George. Swiped it away. Butler with the ball. George picks him up. And a miss there on the triple. The Wizards shooting just 31% in the game. Smart with this screen on Butler. Outside, Smart. There's the three. That ball, nice feed that time from George. Smart's got the lead up to 4 now for Washington. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to Edwards. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 5 on the clock. Pass to Yabusele. Another miss by Philadelphia. Washington leading now by 4. In the corner, Holmes with it. George looking around. Fires the three. Rebound by Butler. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Out to Edwards. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to Smart. Pass to Gill. Here's Bay. And another miss by Washington. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's McCain. Puts one up from 19. Nice spin off the left rim and in. McCain's got his first basket. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Here's Grimes, following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Grimes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Here's McCain.
2 minutes.
Out to the wing. Here's Embiid. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
To the inside. Oubre with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Offensive rebound. Here's McCain. Pass to Yabusele. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Carrington, that's good.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. Rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. And Washington going with a whole new group here.
Substitution on the court.
Maxey against Poole. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. And again, Washington no good. Poole with the steal. It could go. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Let's it go at the...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 76ers trail by 4. Jordan Poole is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's George in at the power forward. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. The Wizards shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Here's Koulibaly. Off target with his three. The 76ers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Maxey against Poole. Pass to George. Maxey kicks to Oubre. That three off the mark. Washington leading now by 4. Middleton right side. Here's Koulibaly. George with the ball. Covered by Oubre. Koulibaly finds George. That shot wide open. Poole's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Here's Maxey. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Brent Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done. Yeah, you want those 3 points back? Give it to Paul George.
Pass to George. And here's Middleton, defended by George. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Maxey in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Philadelphia.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammate.
Middleton against George. Beyond the arc. And Koulibaly gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 7.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And here is Poole. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Grimes, defended by Middleton. Pass to Oubre. Outside, Maxey from deep. George trains the three-pointer. George has got 8.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you. What a versatile scorer.
In the corner, George with it. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Embiid, the pass to Oubre. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. George against Poole. George with the screen on George. Poole with no one around. It's good from about 19 feet. And now a 9-point Wizards lead. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Maxey from past the arc. The rebound by Middleton.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And here's Embiid. Oubre on the wing. Maxey kicks to Oubre. The 76ers again can't hit it. Wizards leading by 9. Embiid with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Kicks it out to Maxey. The 3 from George. The 76ers with another miss. The Wizards have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. A clear look here for Middleton. Gets to the corner and buries it. And it's 8 points for Chris Middleton.
Middleton's a high percentage shooter from that area. The reason I can tell, no hesitation on that one.
Maxey, no good. And so it's Washington holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Yabusele. He's out there with Edwards. Joel Embiid out there with Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. A shot by Champagnie, no good. The 76ers trail by 14. And here's Edwards from the arc. He can't get that one. Here's Champagnie. Edwards defending. Champagnie passes to Smart. Takes a 3. And no good that time. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. To the paint and stolen by Bay. In transition, here come the Wizards. The Wizards with another miss. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Here's McCain. Rebound, Washington. Pass to Carrington. In the corner, Smart with it. Offensive rebound. Here's Bay. Drills it from outside. And the Wizards lead by 17.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
And the 3 ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
And the basket by Embiid.
Assist goes
and
to
Embiid being assertive offensively, wasting no time in getting that one.
Here's Champagnie. The 3-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 12. It's tipped. Stolen by Kispert. Pass to Bay. Here's the three. And again, Washington no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that's on the bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. 17 points was their biggest margin. And another miss by Washington. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. In transition, here come the Wizards. Stolen by George. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
So the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And Poole launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. And the Wizards lead by 15. Grimes passes to Maxey. For 3, Oubre. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sarge got 6 rebounds now in the game. And George kicks to Poole. For 3. That ball is nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. We really got to give it up here for the Wizards.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, but that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan Poole.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Oubre outside. Outside, Maxey. From outside, off the mark. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's Philadelphia. The 3 from George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Coulibaly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Poole fires away from outside. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but
NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. The rebound by Carter. Maxey against Suggs. Off with the layup.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a read by Maxey. Sees how the play opens up and sends the ball that way.
Pass to Banchero. Outside, Caldwell Pope. No one near him. Drained it for 2 points.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Maxey. Great D that time from Suggs. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. To the middle. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Embiid, a screen on Suggs. Maxey against Suggs. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. Outside Maxey. For 3. Orlando with a rebound. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Banchero. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Here's Suggs. Joel Embiid with the board. The Sixers leading. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Orlando making a switch here. Bataze's checked in. Now here's Maxey. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Bataze.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. Right side Maxey. To the inside. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Wagner.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Maxey surveys. George left side. Pass to Oubre. Money on the 19-footer. Here's Suggs. Bataze, the pass to Wagner. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Oubre with it. It's George on the wing. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Grimes, the pass to Oubre. Offline with a 3. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Outside Carter. Oh, from deep. Knocks down the triple. Carter's got 5 now. Here's Grimes. Back to Maxey. From downtown. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic out in front. Up 4. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
They've got Goga Bitadze. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Anthony, and it's Black in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Here's the 3. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Butler outside. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Black. Butler covering. Out to Anthony. Banchero outside. Tries again. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Butler surveying the floor. Pass to McCain. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. It's a tie ball game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Bitadze down low. Embiid covers. Out to Anthony. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Now here's Embiid. No points so far. Pass to Grimes. Here's McCain. All alone. That one goes in. Here's Anthony. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Carter lays it up and banks it in. Carter's got 7.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's McCain. 5 points in the game. Here's Grimes. From deep. It's hauled in by Black. Orlando leading. 3-pointer Anthony. Can't get it to drop.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Suggs with the bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Carter. He's got 7. Pass to Anthony. Soft touch off the glass. And now a 4-point Orlando lead.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
And Embiid throws it down.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The three from Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Pass to McCain. From the arc. Orlando with a rebound. Suggs, left side. Yep, that one goes. Suggs has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Here's Yabusele, guarded by Banchero. Here's McCain. All sorts of time. Count it. Good. McCain's got 7 points in the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Black. Right side Carter. Pass to Black. Misses the layup. 76ers trail by 5. Here's Yabusele from deep three-point land. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Carter. Give him 8.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Embiid's got... Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front, up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the...
They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2 guard.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Suggs against Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Magic lead by 4.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Embiid finds Maxey. 4-3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
Carter, good. Carter's got 9 points.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 5 rebounds in the game. Banchero on the tape. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Suggs against Maxey. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 8 points in the quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
An MVP in this league, Richard. Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, BA. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Maxey against Suggs. And here's Oubre from the arc. Nails it from 3. He's got 10.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
George, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 4.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Here's Maxey. And he converts the layup. Maxi's got 10 points in just the second half.
Maxey just completely disregarding the defense because he can.
Wagner finds Suggs. Bankero outside. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by George.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Maxey attacking. Here's Grimes. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Carter, good.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
76ers trail by 4. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Grimes, the pass to Oubre. George outside. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Philadelphia with another miss. Magic leading by 6. Wagner on the wing. Back to Suggs. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by George. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. George against Suggs. Pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. Bankero left side. Off the mark there with a 3. No luck on that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Bankero. Then there's Anthony. Then it's Goga Batadze. And it's Black in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And he's a strong man. Isaac so physical getting to the bucket.
Pass to McCain. Drills the baseline jumper.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Isaac outside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What impressive body control from Isaac. Looking strong and composed on these difficult finishes.
The Magic making a switch here. Harris is checked in. So it's Philadelphia now. 9-point game. Butler passes to Edwards. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Suggs is checked in for Isaac. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And here's Embiid. Pass to Grimes. And here's Butler over Suggs. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. They shoot again. And it's Orlando with a rebound. And here's Harris outside. The shot no good. 76ers trail by 9. Embiid passes to Grimes. And here's Butler. He's covered by Suggs. In transition, here they come. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Kept alive. Pass to Embiid. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Harris. To the paint. Here's Grimes. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
Carter, good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Grimes, the pass to George. The shot comes out. Nice D from Wagner. Orlando leading by 9. Beyond the arc. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Joel Embiid. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Orlando.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Suggs outside. From deep three-point range. And another miss by Orlando. 76ers trail by 9. Here's Oubre. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Oubre's gotten 4 this quarter.
You can tell Maxey enjoys moving the ball. He likes setting up other guys.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Paul George pulls it in. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Here's Embiid. Misses in close. Orlando leading by 7. Here's Carter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Joel Embiid.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 9-point game here. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. For 3, George connects from downtown.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Pass to George. And the jam by George.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Banchero. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Going inside, Grimes. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Grimes has got 4 points this quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
76ers trail by 7.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Orlando with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Wagner. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Magic lead by 9. Here's Maxey. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Grimes. Now Oubre. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting. And here's Caldwell Pope. Ooh, a good look from Carter. A quick shot there. It's off target.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Outside, Caldwell Pope from behind the arc. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Wagner for 3. So it's Orlando picking up the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Jordan Poole. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's George in the power forward. And for the Magic, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the one spot. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Wagner kicks to Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
The shot by Middleton is wide open. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Carter, the pass to Banchero. This one for three. Rebounded by the Wizards. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Jamal Mosley. David.
Now, the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Poole finds George. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Poole. Three-pointer. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Back to Caldwell Pope, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Koulibaly. Front past the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Caldwell Pope with it. Picked up by Poole. Here's Banchero. Carter kicks to Banchero. Here's Suggs. Another miss by Orlando. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. It's a 3-point game. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Suggs. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Wizards have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Sinks the triple.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Down low. Pass to Suggs. Banchero a screen on Poole. Kept alive. Carter right side. Kicks it out to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And here's Poole for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. And a switcher also for Washington. Kispert's checked in. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Wendell Carter. Anthony comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Black's subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Anthony can't hit. Wizards leading by 6. Poole kicks to George. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's Anthony for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
Bangs home the trifecta.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wagner with it. Already now by Kispert. Pass to Wagner. Outside Anthony. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Carrington. A 3-pointer, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Anthony is out there with Black. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the 2nd quarter for the Magic. Here's Anthony. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Fighting to the finish. Cole Anthony gets his and then some.
Gary Harris, who's checked in for Orlando. And Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
The Magic trail by 3. Driving inside. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Smart. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. The Wizards with another miss. Magic have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star break in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
Isaac's checked in for Harris. Bays checked in for Washington.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Here's Black. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Carrington. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Black. Off target from outside. Washington leading now by 5. George passes to Champagnie. Outside, Smart. Oh, good on the triple. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Banchero kicks to Black. Good on the three-point shot.
You might think Banchero's looking to score it every time, but that's not necessarily the case.
Now here's Smart, guarded closer. Carrington, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Carrington's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The 3 from Anthony. The rebound by Champagnie. Washington leading now by 5. Smart on the wing. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. It wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out there. Relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
For 3, Middleton, and again, Washington with the triple.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
Banchero kicks to Suggs. Shoots over Poole. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Suggs.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one open.
Fires the 3. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
And the Magic making a change here. Ogner's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. George is checked in. 35 seconds left here in the second. Middleton the basket, Poole. And Middleton kicks to George. Middleton with a screen for George. Back to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got 9.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Suggs. Fires away from way outside. He doesn't hit that one. And we've reached halftime in this one. Wizards lead by 6. It's time now to go. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Sarr in at the center position. Poole with the steal. Pass to Middleton. Shoots the three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
When you're the #1 pick like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well grounded. Got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
George passes to Poole. Back to George. Pass to Coulibaly. Washington needs to get a shot off here. For 3, Middleton. Orlando grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Suggs finds Wagner. Back to Suggs. No good on the 3. Wizards leading by 10. Inside, stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Shoots over Poole. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Washington has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Throughout his career, Clark, Contavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
And George kicks to Middleton. Back to George. Lets the 3 fly. The Wizards with another miss. The Magic trail by 10. Suggs with the ball. He's got 5. Kicks it out to Wagner. Poked away. Pass to Middleton. Lets it go with a 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Middleton on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. Pass to George. Fires from way outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 13. The tray. It's rebounded by Poole. From deep. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Caldwell Pope for 3.
Great timing on the projection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Blacks checked in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. There's 48 seconds left to play in the 3rd.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Poole with the screen for Kispert. Connects from three-point range. Kispert's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Banchero. Buries the long-range jumper.
Can't leave Banchero open from three either because he makes shots from everywhere.
Down low. They're running. Pass to Suggs. There's the triple. Excellent D there from George. Here's Carrington. Fades back. And again, Washington with the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Black is out there with Anthony. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Orlando. Banchero passes to Bitadze. Shot clock at 6. Here's Black. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Banchero outside. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Smart with the ball for Washington. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Isaac kicks to Banchero. Launches a 3. Another miss by Orlando.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Orlando's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The shot's good from Kispert.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
It's good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Wizards.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
For the Magic, Hans Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Cole Anthony. And it's Suggs in for Black. Middleton left side. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac outside. Good on the bucket. Isaac's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And for a near 7-footer, Isaac is remarkably agile. I mean, he's gazelle-like with his agility. Solid at knifing inside and does a good job driving to the goal.
The shot by George, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Pass to Song. Back to Koulibaly. Middleton, a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Fires for 3, and Koulibaly gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 20.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
They get it back. Now Suggs. Now here's Wagner. Defended by Middleton. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Suggs. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Poole, no good. Orlando, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Washington leading now by 17. Pass to George. On the wing, Koulibaly. No good from the wing. Magic shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Washington.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he could get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chris Middleton.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Substitution on the court.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, Suggs.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
A free throw drops for Suggs.
Jalen Suggs.
Both free throws good from Suggs. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Brogdon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
From deep three-point land, and it's Suggs with the rebound. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business.